World War II changed country music a lot because the honky-tonk music was very popular during that time. And then Ernest Tubb come along with the electric guitar, and that was a new thing, you know, and that was changing country music quite a bit.
Now, darling, you know I love you well. Love you more than I can ever tell. I thought that you wanted me and always would be mine. But you went and left me here with troubles on my mind. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true.
My dad's contributions to country music are so many and so varied. One of the basic things that he contributed, it was sort of a change in style of music when he moved here from Texas. He brought the honky-tonk sound to the Grand Ole Opry and was the first to use an electric guitar.
The act that really changed my life was Ernest Tubb and the Texas Troubadours. They came rolling into the fairgrounds, this big green bus. Decca Records presents Ernest Tubb and the Texas Troubadours, stars of the Grand Ole Opry and the Ernest Tubb Record Shop Midnight Jamboree. And these guys, I watched them at soundcheck, but when showtime came, they transformed. They all got out of that bus and they had on those matching cowboy hats, those suits, the ties hanging off their necks, patent leather cowboy boots, the belts matched. The old man came out there and did his bit, flipped that guitar over and said, "Thanks."
If I don't get no satisfaction from the judge, I'm gonna take it to the FBI as a personal grudge. If they don't give me no consolation, I'm gonna take it to the United Nations. I'm gonna teach you be back home in 30 days.
It wasn't so much the way he sounded as the way he expressed himself, and he was a very handsome guy, carried himself beautifully, and Ernest, all those years, he never changed. He's one of those rare people that you meet during your life that stays the same.
It was just wonderful to be around him. You know how some people, you just feel good when you're around them? That's the way Ernest was for me, and I was always proud.
Well, I learned a lot from Ernest. One particular thing, he said, when you're kind of having a bad night, pick somebody out, one person in the audience. You find one person that's enjoying what you're doing and concentrate on that person. And that'll get you through a bad night.
What I learned from him was the joy that an artist can take in his work. He loved what he did as long as he did it. And I feel the same way, and I know he does. We'll be doing this when they throw dirt on us, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're doing now.
I tell you about Ernest Tubb. He called me just maybe a couple of weeks before he died, and he knew his band was breaking up, and that time I was using 2 drummers and 2 bass players, and he called me to see if I had any room anywhere in my band for any of his guys, because he was trying to place everybody. And I thought that really said a lot for the man.
Why, thank you, Jimmy. In fact, I want you, Jimmy, and all the folks to meet this lovely young lady, because she's our special guest tonight from Virginia.
Wonderful.
Fine recording artist for the choral people, and her name is Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline. How are you, Patsy? Nice to see you. And the bell rings with me now, Ernest. This is the young lady you've been telling us so much about.
Right you are, Jimmy. This is a young lady that I've been bragging about, and Patsy, I think that you should...
There's been so much written about the people that he's helped. I think everybody is aware of that. He helped talk the Opry into bringing Hank Williams here. He talked him into bringing Hank Snow to the Opry, and he helped Stonewall and the Lubins and Skeeter Davis and George Jones and the Wilburn Brothers, and it goes on and on. Loretta Lynn.
Ernest Tubb put me on the Ernest Tubb Record Shop and helped me get on the Grand Ole Opry for the first time. He said to me, "Now, hon, I want to tell you something in this business. Tomorrow you may not have a hit record." For 25 years I had records in the charts, so I couldn't complain. And for 25 years I kept looking for him to flop out of the charts, you know. So one day Ernest come up to me and he said, "Well, honey, forget what I said to you."
My dad's relationship with his fans and his fan club was unique, I think. But he made me believe and made me understand that I owe it. everything to those people that come to those shows and buy those records. I mean, every bite of food you take or every bill you pay is thanks to them. He had a rapport with the fans that I've never seen anybody else have. He could just walk out and look those people in the eye, and they were his. And I have seen him when he was so sick or felt so bad that he could hardly walk. But when that show was over, he went and signed autographs till the last person was gone.